one God. There are various religions who have so many gods, but in Islam, there's a concept of single God. So what does it mean? In Islam, what do you mean by worshipping only one God?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Worshipping one God signifies that we submit ourselves only and only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we associate no partners with him. And this submission is a 100% submission, no 50-50, no 70-30. It's a total submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 208, يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان. O you who believe, enter Islam wholeheartedly and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. It is not that what we feel comfortable with, we follow, and where our desires are come, we give preference to our desires. It is as if we make our desires our God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Jasiyah, chapter number 45, verse number 23, أَفَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ هَوَاهُ. Have you seen the one who has taken his desires as his God? Now, alhamdulillah, we Muslims, we don't have idols at home. We don't do open shirk like others. So what does it mean by taking our desires as God? It means that we should always keep a constant check on ourselves. That are we giving more preference to our desires and our wants and our needs to the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? For example, it's a perfect cold morning. You are in your cozy bed and the azan for salah is being called. Now here is your real test. Whether you give preference to your sleep or you give preference to Allah's call. Therefore, worshipping only one God means that you submit yourself only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you don't give preference to anything but to the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So, okay, giving your preference to the